welcome to the Boxin Heaters podcast with Zach Plesac. I'm your host, Matt Teeters. How we doing, baby?
We're feeling thankful. The studio, the blessing this came about.
We're thankful. Vibes are up. Just on a win streak. Just got your 8th win.
Yeah, we're playing good ball right now, dude. We're crushing. I saw some stat on the TV. It was like we were first in the league the past 10 days in all batting statistics. So we're crushing, bro. Let's just keep mobbing.
Crushing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. So let's bust right into it, bro. We're finally here. We finally made it. We've talked about this for a while. Do you remember where we were when we first talked about doing this? It was your birthday.
Bro, we were sitting outside in the hot tub.
Hollywood Hills.
Bro, that was honestly a moment in time that my life was dimensionally changed for all sorts of different ways. My brain's been able to reach new, expandables, I've been able to overcome certain thoughts that I thought were boundary, you know what I mean? It's a free-spirited feel, I think. Dude, yeah, that was fucking crazy. We talked about it, and dude,
How was that transition from the off season?
Yeah.
Heading in out there on the West Coast and then coming back to Cleveland and getting into it in full swing of the season.
I mean, even after last year, how many games were cut in the shortened season to prepare was unlike anything anyone's ever had to do, dude, because usually it's the same length in terms of games this season, and then you go to do your off season, and you prepare and you train for the January leading up to the spring, and then spring training is game mode, and then it's you play, but it got disrupted last year, so it's this has been a test year, I think, dude, to see if how guys were gonna hold up, just where everyone was. The players table is going into a new players union agreement with the league and shit, so it's kind of crazy. I don't want to say tornado of a time, but it could kind of be a crazy time. There's a lot of questions that aren't answered that are going to be answered soon. So
yeah.
We're in that swing of the breeze.
How about the atmosphere with the fans? Everyone's coming back. Everyone's packing the stadium again. I remember I was at the game, one of the first ones. It was super light. They were only letting a few thousand people in. I remember walking around. There was no one in the bathrooms and everything. And then, boom, they hit the switch.
Right. Fans in the stands, man, should have been a thing. Just in the terms of what we just had to do together, I hope during this off season there isn't any shutdown somewhere. If Arizona decides to be no, going outside, or LA. LA's a big city that will just mandate.
So for people that don't know, that's where you like to train in the off season. You go West Coast. You'd be down in Florida.
I've been in Florida, yeah. I mean, dude, Florida is actually the place to be, bro. I love Florida, man.
Yeah.
If I could have a house down there, I would. It's dream house, dream setup is a lake house, bro, with some privacy. Maybe you're in Florida, bro, just the fish you can catch, the sunset, the way it hits. It's everything is.
That twilight hour on the beach.
It's always a fun time, bro. Paddleboarding, anything. You would want to wake up early just to go out there and just it just looks pretty and shit, dude. So I don't know. Florida would probably be my ideal setup to have a place and hopefully have a boat, the whole deal. I don't even have to have crazy setup, just something that you can feel is yours, bro.
And you're working your ass off, getting your mind and your body right. You just come back home and you're just at peace with where you're at.
And it's something to do. If you have a boat, get your work in, and then you're just going on the boat, bro, all day. You hit the fish, bro. You come cook it up at night, or you just go for a swim. You just go cruise, whatever you want to do.
I've seen you on the boat lately. You were in Chicago, out on the river.
Yeah.
And you were just out in Lake Erie.
Yeah, a friend of mine had a boat
cruising through downtown
on the river. First time I ever done that, so that was actually a crazy experience. We were just out on Lake Erie, bro. We rode up to Putin Bay.
You and Bieber?
Yeah, me and Bieber, bro.
That's awesome.
It was a good time.
So that's your neck of the woods, though, where you grew up, around Chicago, Crown Point, Indiana.
Dude, Crown Point, yeah, they said the region, Crown Point, right in there. We're right in the hub, bro. We 219, bro. Always represent.
That's straight. Kind of talk just a little bit about growing up. Obviously, you played a bunch of sports, and you definitely were trying to find your path. You got into baseball.
Well, dude, I had a twin brother, bro. So, from the jump, it was you always had, someone to do something with.
Mm-hmm.
And so, dude, that's, gotta be the craziest blessing, bro. To someone that's legit your same age, situation, boys, doing the same shit. He's left-handed, I'm right-handed, just literally flip. Our worlds are just like that. that was the start, bro, of everything. I was born first, dude. My dad always said, he said that he named me Zach Plesac because it went together good. And on a loudspeaker, like getting your name announced in a game, he thought it would sound cool.
He was right.
So I was born first, but my twin brother Ronnie, who was born 10 minutes after me, was the Ron Jr. So that's my dad's name's Ron. Now it's just like kind of sway how we played it. From there, like we just grew up together, bro. We had like the same friend groups. At one point, like it was my brother, but he was like in with the friend group and whoever, you know. So like I was playing football or like basketball or baseball, you know, tennis my freshman year of high school. Just my seasons were like certain people like more often than some people that I usually would hang out with all the time, you know. So like kind of took me away from certain people that I would have been hanging out with a lot. For the future, like baseball was, you're trying to get a scholarship and you're trying to do the thing, but like, dude, as a kid, like you're trying to ball out and like who play football, baseball, shit, dude, long jump, I don't know, like tennis, like whatever, like you're in high school, you know, you're trying to go do other shit, bro, and you're trying to, this is the last time you're ever gonna even think about doing any of that shit, you know, so just do as much as you can while you can. So that was my like mindset. So I was talking about Ronnie, my brother. He was like a freshman pitching on our high school team, which at the time was ranked like top 25. We were in ESPN Rise magazine.
No shit.
Bro, we were crazy that year. It was my freshman year. We had like Scotty Donnelly, bro, Josh Nagel, Jose Andrade, Mike Mannion, Ryan Holloway. We had fucking, dude, it was crazy. Strbiak, bro. So my brother, he was pitching, bro, at the time. He was big lefty, throwing 93 as a freshman. Like, could have gone. He was, you know, getting letters from Michigan University coming to the Michigan State versus Michigan hockey game up in Michigan. That's like the most prestigious, like, dude, latest college event. So like, it was lit, bro, you know. Growing up, just like, that was like it. He was doing that. I was like playing football, basketball, whatever. He like gets hurt his junior year, you know. Nah, I was still playing whatever, and he's, you know, went to a JUCO, did his thing, but, you know, just, dude, like I said before, having a brother, twin brother to like do the same thing as you, like you both just like rebound effect off each other and like learn, and it's almost like even through his experience, who wasn't me at all, but like I could like just learn more off of him, bro, on the game of life that we're in, dude. Like it's crazy. So we just, obviously that's my best friend now, and so like at the time we were just growing and just like that was so authentic, bro, and it was so cool. So that has to be the number one reason why I'm even like in a position right now today in this life of whatever, you know. So this been crazy. But
so when was that breakout though? Was it senior year and Ball State came along, or did it break out coming at Ball State?
I had like momentum, bro, just carrying me like through that summer. And I went to Ball State like thinking I was like the coolest dude around the block, dude, you know. I was coming in there, we were about to change the program. We were about to win this shit like off the bat, you know. We came in with like 11 or 12 like freshman incoming class type shit, you know. So it was hype, dude. So like freshman years, I was carrying the chip on my shoulder, you know. And there were some dudes on the team from the year before who were now seniors, who had played on the team like, you know, then 2 years prior, which would have been their freshman year of college. They were on the team when it was like a losing program and just like not fun, bro. Muncie, like in fucking March, April, even like, dude, it's freezing cold, windy, snow, sleet, like, dude, just like grinding.
Yeah.
And we're now seniors who then all these new freshmen incoming class come in, so they like carried the culture of what that was set, bro, for the program, which was like huge. That's like what keeps the whole thing together, you know. So we were like mixing and molding that whole incoming fall and like winter, you know, like freshman class, all these new kids already like expecting to play. A handful of kids who were from the program years before, like trying to just mix them all together, which was like great for the most part, bro. Actually, like super awesome. And dude, there's my first conflict, bro, like ever. Like I'd never been in conflicts with anyone really, besides like being in competition, not knowing I'm like my team or nothing like that, bro. I'm a freshman, we're running in these arena concourse at Ball State, that arena concourse, and so whatever, I was going to try hard my freshman year, you know. Me and a couple dudes who were seniors on the team, would get around this bend where the coach couldn't see, so they would just get around the bend super quick and then walk. And so then I was with a couple other kids who were like, they were just, tryhards, bro. Probably like, dude, were so not even into their fully developed skill set yet, but they were like so hardworking and diligent. They got away with it until like it was their time to fucking just already know what to do. Boom. Then you get all your ability and you fucking lock in. So like, yeah, we were running by, whatever, and I said something like, bro, I didn't even like chirp hard, but it was a senior that was leading him. I was like, yo, like, let's just finish these up. I forgot we had like a set amount, like 6 laps or something, and we were done. So I was like, let's just get these over with and did, like, let's just run them hard, fuck it, you know? Take not even 10 minutes, basically. And he like tested me, he's like, you know, whatever, freshman, fucking, said something. So me being like, yo, hardo back, whatever, I like stood my ground. I'm like, dude, you get around the bend, start walking, and you're gonna come at me, bro. I'm trying to pick you up. Let's just go. And dude, he like pushed me, bro. I fell to the ground, actually. And I was like, damn, that's crazy. I was like, bro, I had no hatred at all, bro, but like, it was like that circle of like where it's like it met right there. So I was like, all right, dude, like I was no conflict. We ran, finished our shit. And dude, turns out, you know, like that's how the story would play it out throughout the season. Like we ended up getting a room together, me and that kid, hash it out, bro. Had this conversation like of like, you know, where I was coming from, he was coming from, what happened, apologies, love giving back and forth, bro. No like trying to just ego test, like cool experience. So like my freshman year, bro, was a crazy learning groove, and I became the closer, and I was like 12-2 with like 5 or 6, 7 saves. So like I had a lot of decisions. So it like was spotlight in the MAC, you know, who performers, boom, like, you know, set around. So like then that next season, you know, I'm like not playing summer ball because I would start on Sunday after pitching relief, Friday, maybe Wednesday batting or like playing whatever, left, first, right, whatever. I went that summer, dude, you know, and I was just like free, hanging out with my boys, come back sophomore year, have like a good year, caught in between. Like coach doesn't want me to really pitch only, but like kind of is like trying to guide me to pitch only, and I'm kind of combative, right? Like I'm like, dude, I want to like hit, I want to play, especially if I can, you know, fuck it, if it's gonna help the team, dude, why not, you know? What?
Well, and you've always been considered one of the best athletes on the team,
dude,
regardless, on the mound, out on the bases.
I know, and it's like we talk about it, but like why not utilize, you know, like why not like do, like you could do something about it. And that's crazy for me to like try and say, and like I'm in a position to pitch for every 5 days and I'm to be a starting pitcher, but like having, dude, like when I was injured, having the game taken from me and like feeling what it's like to have it taken from, that's like something people don't feel, bro. And some people take it different than other people. It's like a testament, or it's like an opportunity, dude, or it's like, oh, poor me. It's like, do people, and I think every time that I've been injured, I've used it like in my advantage, bro, to like leverage in my situation. So like whatever. So we got through college freshman year by miracle. Yeah, sophomore year was its thing. There was nothing really crazy about it besides like I was top. I had like
you were 6 steady
complete games. I had like 6 complete games, so it was like if only 5 people had as many complete games as me or some shit like that. Me, top 5.
Top 5.
So like that was like I'm still like head in the race, you know.
Yeah.
And junior year, came crazy, bro. Like it was mad hype. I went to the Cape Cod Summer League, and it was like that was like it, bro. You made it to the Cape Summer League, like you're a dude. Like you're gonna be Division 1 or get drafted, you know. Or there's no business for you being there unless you had, you know, desire to go play at a higher level, whatever. So Wareham gave in, bro. Shout out to the game, bringing up Cape Cod. But no, I went there to pitch, dude, and I ended up, you know, I would take BP. I'm going backside, playing like center, shagging, bro, playing like third, picking stuff. And so like, dude, the coach was old school, so me and him just had a cool conversations, you know. We'd be kicking it, and I went with the catcher, Ryan Flish, who played with me at Ball State. I was a pitcher, he was a catcher. We just like went together, stayed with his host family or whatever. I ended up start pitching, bro, and I'm with dudes like, you know, I played football. I didn't play as much travel in high school. I wasn't with the hype as people were playing travel ball, like, you know, freshman year through senior year. They're like already dudes across like the nation because they went to certain events, you know. And I was like not in that mix yet, but yeah, like going to area code games, bro, like that was like, I didn't realize how big of a deal that was, you know. Like my family didn't even, it was like almost $2,000, $3,000 $2,000 probably for me to go there, stay for a week, get a couple workouts in, playing like a game, maybe throw 2 innings. So like, you know, they paid, and that was my first like experience of like this baseball shit, bro. It became in college, bro, and honestly, I wasn't even aware of like how the direction would shape itself out in college. I always knew deep down like I'd be going to play at a high level every time, because at each level you get at, bro, you want to level up, bro. That's why you literally go from high school to college. You have to level up mentally, dude, physically, all the way around who you were in high school. You have to be better than that in college. And so then it's like, you know, next level. Going into my junior year, I ended up getting hurt 2 months before the draft. I get hurt, bro. And it was a long story going into that, even, dude. About my 21st birthday.
In junior year, you were looking at the pros.
Bro, it was like all the hype. It was like Eric Lauer, Keegan Aiken, who were both in the big leagues, but like my class with me, you know what I mean? Like it was like the 3, you know, who's gonna be whatever. And I remember Eric Lauer was like 8 innings, you know, 8 punchies, like one run, I don't know, 4 hits, like shoved. Of our junior year, my first conference tournament or game I pitched, it was Miami of Ohio, bro. It was like 9 innings, no runs, complete game, shutout. I was like locked down. It was like all the hype was beginning, bro. At the start of that first game, the next day I wake up. The next day, bro, I was throwing like 96 in the 9th, bro. I was just like, next day, I go to the field, whatever. It's like normal day, like some college shit. We're staying in, like, I don't even know, a hotel, bro. I go to the field and go to throw it from me to you, even, bro. Like, and dude, my arm was like, no. I'm like, damn, never felt it this ever before. That's when I knew, bro. And so then at the time, I was batting like 5th in the lineup. And I was given a dilemma, like, you stay, you can hit. You don't get surgery, be a team player. Like, if you don't do that, like, you're definitely like thinking for your best interest here, you know? And so then, damn, it's like me on this side. I'm like, all right, what's my best interest, bro? You know, like, right. Actually, like a normal fucking human being would do. What's gonna fucking be the best case for me right now? What? Like, don't even make me like second guess where the fuck I'm at. Like, make sure you're good, bro, you know, step 1. So, like, dude, even it was crazy at the time, you know, he was asking me to stay and hit, you know, and not get surgery, bro. And you're going into the draft. Day you get drafted, if you don't pass the physical, meaning you go through your MRI screening and, like, right. You got any partial tear, whatever, in your shit, dude, they won't sign you. And he knows that, bro. The coach at my school knows that. So, like, damn, I'm stuck in this position, bro. And I thankfully was given the opportunity to talk to Dr. Kremchik on the phone and in person, bro. Before all this happened, he was like, look, dude, this is your situation. Do you want to get drafted as a pitcher? Or are you, like, what are you trying to do, bro? Like, this is what's happening. Like, he's going to make you feel like this, but you got to do what's best for you, which is get surgery. And going into this draft, you know, scouts can tell their organization, like, this dude's fresh off the surgery, he just needs a good rehab plan. He was a great pitcher before. You can literally develop him into whatever you want him to, you know, to be. And dude, I was fucking blessed, bro, to put, after coming out of what I just had dealt with, bro, and overcame, I was put into this position with Cleveland, bro, especially in their rehab program. That people who were there when I got there, you know, and that whole process, bro, transitioning from college to pro ball, and then, dude, not even being able to play right away, you know, got surgery. Like, I got that whole rest of the summer through winter, coming up spring, to where I'm even thinking about being in games. So, like, that next spring, you know, I'm off until the next full season. Come back, see where you're at, dude. You maybe get out the short season, bro, you know, which is like 2 more months after that. So that's what I did, bro, grinded. Got my degree. Went through the whole year, bro, and I was like, whatever, you know, doing it, getting by, like, just staying, keep getting better, bro, keep getting better, like, fuck it, you're here, like, you're here to get better, bro, keep getting better. I'm, like, throwing slow, you know, throwing slow, getting people out, you know. I'm like, you know I can throw hard, you know, like, and that's what's crazy, to find that, like, inner will to tell yourself, like, dude, like, you're it, dude, like, you're actually, like, you can, like, you're doing this shit, just keep going, bro, you know. I got to that point where it was, like, having to, like, understand how, like, real it is, you know. And, dude, obviously, like, I met Cleb, dude, and, like, we met each other at perfect times in our life, I think, bro. we both saved each other in different ways, bro. Like, he helped me understand, like, different ways, like, to open and express myself with what I was doing and the opportunity that I had, just, like, not being closed-minded about what I had to do to be there, you know? And, dude, that came from him learning through his experience of trying to be a certain thing. That's what he saw. Everyone saw the big leagues as, you know, instead of, like, dude, just go in there and the only job you have is to get wins, bro, for your team. You have to go and shove. Obviously, like, dominate is what it comes down to. So, like, you know, just that, like, mindset, dude, to go out there and whatever, you know, passed on from generation up, even in Indians history, bro. So, like,
right,
different come abouts in different ways. You know, you got Kluber and you got Bieber, you know, like, perfect. Like, there's ways, dude, like, you can build cultures, you know, and certain people, like, click with certain people, bro, and, like, it takes time that comes in between all that kind of forms it all together, you know, because, like, you, even I feel like in the work world, tell me if I'm wrong, like working your way up, like, I'm sure there's people in your department or areas where you've worked with, and, like, some people move up together, and some people stay there, and some people do, like, whatever, shit, filter out, bro. Like,
mindsets,
whatever, bro. Whatever you want to take it with, you literally, that's the direction that everyone goes off into. I feel like, however you had your approach in it, that's just what happens. You see people that you played with who, like, are, you know, some people got there at different times, dude. It takes, like, time for it all to come together, bro, and, like, shift up. So, like, I think we're in the process of that, dude, but we know how to win, and, dude, we're, like, to, like, not even be worried on the back end, you know, because, dude, obviously it comes down to pitching, bro. If we pitch well, we just score a few runs, bro, and we're straight. Just go out there and your pitchers shove, bro, and we've been shoving. But, like, we've been raking, too, so, like, we're in this period, we're only, like, 7 games back right now. And if something crazy happens, we're 4 in a row, we win 4 in a row, and then lose one, flip, 4 in a row, and it's like, damn, 1 game, 2 games, what? Face up eventually. Like, in the backside, we play the Yankees, we play Boston, we play Chicago.
So one of our first 500 followers on our social media pages, at Boxin Heaters, on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, it's going to be a lucky winner of one of these signed Zach Plesac baseballs. If you have any questions for Zach or the show, email boxinheaters@gmail.com, Boxin Heaters. And for just real quick, in case you don't understand, Boxin Heaters, you're throwing a baseball, 97 through the strike zone. That's boxing a heater.
Yeah, there's
straight up.
There's a box, obviously, that you aim for, but there's a lot of plot twists in this show I think we can get into, but there's phases, you know, and being patient. And I'm most impatient, so, like, for me to say now is, like, an impatient kid trying to make a run. Like, yeah, dude, play the fucking show, do all the shit, you know, wear the diamonds and shit. When you say patience, bro, it's just time that comes together for all the shit that you see yourself doing, all the hard work, bro. Not only, like, you're putting it all in, but, like, without that needs to, like, add up together as a force to make something happen, you know. So, like, that time is important, and it's the patience through that, like, just trusting the training and, like, trusting your instinct, like, that, you know, is telling you whether or not, like, you're good enough, you know. Like, there's gonna be kids who are in more blessed situations than you, like, of course, they're gonna come from different things that make them, especially off, like I said, we were talking earlier, judgment calls, how we, like, meet each other, and, like, first thing we do is make judgment. First thing we do is size someone up, and, like, you know, there's judgment call, you know, and there's, like, a point in time where, like, other people, you can notice the things that they're better than you at, and it's like, that's where your focus becomes when you go to these events, you know, and you're, like, a kid from a small town going to, like, you know, your prospect event, or you're new to school, or, like, you know, first year in pro ball, like, new group of people that you have to, like, find your groove of, like, the flow of how shit goes, bro. If you're not fast enough, see it, bro, you know?
Right.
People who get fast enough because they work hard and they have, like, you know, certain disciplines, and, like, they're just hard-nosed, blue-collar, like, people, and they get by for so long, and, you know, it doesn't always work out, dude. And there's people who get lucky, and, you know, all the stories in between, dude, but, like, it's crazy because luck is just, like, your actions put together as positive enforcement through your daily activity, you know. You're just, like, positive, and you're like, this is what I'm doing, bro. Everything's cool. And it's like, luck happens because, like, that's happening because that's all you put together, you know. You're like, I'm doing this, I'm on point.
Yo.
You know? So, like, luck is just on your play. And there's like things people say like karma, dude. When the universe is against you, dude. And for the most part, like, you are on defense, dude, to the universe, you know. There's like a point where you just have to sit and play defense. Like, you're just like, damn. Anytime I try and make a move, something happens, repercussion. I'm gonna use my life as an example, bro. Just cause like someone can relate, but like even just like random shit, like when you notice something that's not going your way, like either small mishap, miscommunication, something that's preventable, you know what I mean? That's just like that's air, dude. And then some things happen in the midst of all that stuff happening, and you notice all this shit, you're like, damn, why is this against me, you know? What the fuck? And in the midst of all that, you're like, damn, you know, that's on the field. There's other shit with results. You're looking for results. You know, that's the number one derivative there to this is the results. You know, your focus and where it's all headed. And that's when you can see things going bad for you because the results aren't there. And you put it all together. And it's like, over time, dude, you're your worst enemy, you know. All you have to do is just like be good at what you do, and that's it, you know. Come in there and just be good. Like, whatever happens that you can't control that is you, let it be. But like, whatever you can be fucking good at, just do that, and everything else will rebound and fucking catch itself. I mean, dude, learning that's fucking hard too, bro. For me, dude, it was like always the physical side, you know. In high school, like, I had to be bigger, you know. I was just like a normal ass kid, bro. More normal kid. Just like would run into walls, dive on the floor, make a cool pass, like catch something crazy, throw it farther than everyone. They're like, dude, what the fuck? Chill out. Like, you know, athleticism, you know. My physical absence had to get better. As I got older, I need to get bigger. I wasn't too big. I was like eating cereal all the time. Hot dogs, cheeseburgers, bro, pizza. Until like high school, you know. Then it was like chicken. Like, that became cool to like fucking work out and like eat chicken, you know.
Chicken and rice. Did you beef up on some chocolate milk, bro?
Yeah, true, bro.
Dude, our football coach, bro, was just like killing workouts, and he was just screaming in our face, "Go get 2 chocolate milks."
True, whole milks. Yo, yeah. I got 2 of them. We had to like go. We didn't have it like that till like my senior year. Dude,
I shot up 5'8" up to like 6'1". I was like, damn, that chocolate milk working like crazy, bro.
I still drink chocolate milk and think back. I'm like, this shit is still working.
Still fire.
Like, I'm still like on my way, right, bro? I'm like not even tapped.
That's awesome. I think that's a great way to end it, for real. But we got to thank everybody for listening and tuning in to the very first episode of Boxin Heaters.
Yeah, it's the first episode. Whoa.
It's about to be a whole ride.
Damn.
It's about to be a whole ride. No, I want to thank everybody for listening and tuning in. Really appreciate you guys. We need you to go ahead and subscribe to the podcast and share with your friends. It's available on Apple, Spotify, Google Podcasts, boxingheaters@gmail.com. Just remember, one of our first 500 followers on every page is going to win an autograph. Zach Plesac, Cleveland Indians baseball. If you have any questions or topic ideas for this show, let us know. Again, boxingheaters@gmail.com. I'm your host, Matt Teeters. This has been Boxin Heaters with Zach Plesac. Let's go.
Damn.